going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Lone Wolv Podcast. I'm your host, Wolfson, and today's episode, we got a special guest in the building. That's right. Anyways, we got a special guest in the building. He's actually a homie of mine. This is the guy that basically put me on the map for all the shows and festivals that has happened in Florida. When I'm talking about shows in Florida, I'm talking about like Club Cinema, opening up for Jello Club, Life in Color. Like, what the hell? Life in Color. Club Space, Hard Nightclub, which I open up for OK, Bear Grylls, Seven Lions. I also open up for Dr. P, Nitty Gritty, Adventure Club. Like, I can name you a few. This guy is the reason why I managed to be one of the most trusted producers in South Florida. He is the one and only Luccio. Now, he's also the head of Apex Presents Vertex and Vertex Recording, which is his own record label that involves a lot of the trance music, progressive, and techno as well. Now, when it comes to his festivals and his shows, it's under Apex and Vertex. We had actually a great talk, basically. We started it off by just little catching up and trying to, get it out of your system, all the shit that's been happening with today's world, with the politics and the pandemic and how we're trying to persevere ourselves from it. We're also trying to, come up with what is it that he's going through, since he's also a club promoter, and what are the steps that he's actually taken to be on guidelines with the CDC and following those legal stuff, Now, the business is not very good, but he's giving out his own perspective of how things are actually working. We had a great conversation, and we just basically went on a rabbit hole on talking about all other bunch of stuff, catching up, some other stuff that we also mentioned on when it comes to up-and-comers, the business side to the promotion company, the business side to the ugly truth of the industry, one of the things that he's doing as a record label owner, and one of the things that he's actually persevering about. And as well, we finish it up, with some tips and tricks, to let everybody know what you should and you shouldn't be doing. It's a great episode, and I wanted for him to be part of this episode because, sometimes we come out and blame the promoter for doing all this sort of stuff, but, you gotta fill in and step into their view and their perspective and their shoes of all the shit they had to deal with just to make a great show and a great festival for all of you guys. So it was actually pretty great. We got some good insights, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Now, be sure to like and subscribe for your weekly episodes at the Lone Wolv Podcast for SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and of course, the YouTube channel at lonewolvpod.com. That's lonewolvpod.com, where you can check all my latest episodes. We need to get to 100 followers or subscribers at YouTube so YouTube can give me my own name and my YouTube link. Instead of going for lonewolvpod.com, you can just say, go to YouTube at the Lone Wolv Pod. Simple as that, Instead of going the whole link and all that shit, But anyways, help me out with that, guys. Spread it around, share it, let everybody know my whole world, what I'm doing, what I do for a living, as well as you can also check me on all my social medias at Wolfson Music for any recent updates, clips, and of course, you can also check out my Twitch channel at Wolfson Music, when you can also check my episode before its actual air release. It will be a free live stream for you guys to check that out. As well as you can also check me on my Twitch for video gaming, perhaps. Wink, wink. Also, you can also see me on any of my descriptions for any of my equipments, as well as all the sessions that I'm trying to do, all the music that I'm trying to do. Guys, let me know what you guys want. Hit me up. Send me a text, DM me, give me a topic. If there's a specific topic you want me to cover, I'll be more than happy to do so. If there's any other stuff that you guys want me to do, let me know and hit me up at Wolfson Music. Now, without further ado, let's get started. This is the Lone Wolv Podcast. Boom!
You see me now?
Yeah, I see you.
What's up, buddy?
Yo! What's good? What's good?
Good, brother.
What's going on, man? What's happening? Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, man. Thanks for inviting me, man.
No, of course, man. I'm super happy that you were able to say yes to this, man. I was actually very nervous.
No, man. I mean, I'm always down for this, I like this talks, in regards of everything what's going on. I feel like it's necessary to get the word out there,
I 100% agree with you, man. Like, and I like it that you're so involved with this sort of stuff, man, because this is one of my new passions. This is something I've been actually like heavily invested my time, energy, and money on this. So this is something that I want to do on a long road, because I feel like back when I was doing DJing and music production, all that stuff, I feel like I was so restricted in certain things and I putting so much pressure to myself on certain things that I didn't feel like I had a voice about it. And this platform just gave me the voice I always wanted,
Yeah, of course.
especially like in today's world, what's happening with this whole COVID shit that everybody's been dealing with. I feel like it's what you said. It's we need to talk more. We need to
Yeah,
discuss
man.
more because I feel like this is breaking down on us little by little, and we just don't realize it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you, man. It's we can curse, right?
Yeah, absolutely, curse free.
It's a fucked up situation that we're living in. It's
Yeah.
a very fucked up situation. I'm sorry for all the listeners. I try to get excited when I talk and I express my emotions sometimes with passion, So this is
Yeah.
a just fucked up scenario for everybody, not just in the music industry. And obviously, it's weird times, man. And obviously, just we don't know what's next. I do see a light at the end of the tunnel now.
I agree.
Thank God. And then obviously they still look at us like we're like the Florida people. We're like a little bit too wild, But it's just the way. I mean, this is a politic game, man. And I hate
I
getting
agree.
into politics. It's one of the things that I've been trying to avoid this entire time is it's politics, bro, and race. Those two
Yes.
things, because obviously as an artist and as an entrepreneur, or as like a public figure, or even as an individual.
Mhm.
There's a few things you can always try to stay away from is politics and race issues, because it's just a complicated area, man. It's you're never gonna please anybody. One thing is I do speak about sports because obviously I'm a fan of sports. So obviously, I don't give a fuck if you don't like my team. That's your problem, but that's my team. Yeah. However, politics and race is just something very delicate,
very sensitive, and not everybody has like the ability to have a conversation about it. Everybody's jumping the gun on each other's throats, for whatever race, and like, dude, like if we could be a little bit more human about it, if we just talk and listen to each other, that's how we can understand each other.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna be throwing the race card or you're gonna be throwing politics in the name of certain and whatnot, then we're not gonna go anywhere,
anywhere.
And I'm with you on that. I stay away from race, politics, and everything because I feel that's a leash. That's a parasite topic. I can I can have a conversation with you. I can have a conversation with anybody whether I don't give a fuck whether you voted for Biden, whether you voted for Trump, whether you are black, white, brown, Asian, native. I don't care. Like I can have conversations. I want to try to understand each other.
Exactly.
That's the whole point about it. But if you're gonna be throwing punches at me, saying like, no, who you vote for? It's like, I didn't have to tell you that.
Yeah,
I voted for what I voted. Oh, well, if you voted for Biden, blah, blah, blah. It's like, who said I voted for Biden? Why are you? Oh no, because it's Trump and blah blah blah, or it's Biden and nobody. And no, you're a Trump supporter. You're racist. It's like, whoa, hold on. I know a lot of Trump supporters that are friends with mine that are not racist. It just so happened that they portray like that. And same goes with the Democrats. There's so many Democrats around that, believe it or not, they're racist too. It's just they hide the face about it. But again, nobody has the time or energy to have that conversation because everybody's gonna jump on that gun. And I stay away from the fuck about it, bro. And I'm with you. I just rather stick with the sports and music as that's what makes me happy. There's less stress. Less stress.
No, I agree with you, brother. It's just a very delicate subject that, I try to stay away as far as possible. I just like to touch my few points here and there when it comes to, my opinion, and it's obviously my opinion.
Of course.
I think it's a politic thing, and despite whoever is going to be elected, apparently it's Biden, but then again, supposedly this Monday is going to be a chaotic thing. Whatever, I don't care, to be honest. Mm-hmm. We're in this shit together, regardless if you're Republican or Democrat. And we just need to get out there and like fix this shit, like regardless whoever it is, if it's going to be Biden, if it's going to be Trump, we have to come out of this thing victorious and this bullshit because it's not Trump's fault or like they keep blaming the guy. It's just a worldwide thing. It's happening everywhere. Everyone. I think it's a major force that it's basically upon us that is just shedding on everything. It's world domination is the way I look at things. This shit didn't come out of a fucking pig or a fucking bat.
No, yeah.
So it just I personally think that there's a light at the end of the tunnel now. I've seen it. A lot of people are already fed up with this thing. People that already got COVID. I got COVID not too long ago. Actually,
no.
Yeah, man. It was.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I got COVID. I believe I went to a show. I was actually in Mexico. No, I played in Mexico in October, and then I came back. Then I went back to Mexico. It was just for fun, right?
Yeah.
Had a time of my life. The second I came back, I was like, I feel weird. People think it's just kind of like, oh, it's just a regular cold. No, it's not. The virus is real.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Fucking real. So here's the thing, man. It's not what they make you seem. Oh my God, you're gonna turn into fucking zombies. What people think, like I'm just being a little bit extra. But it's just for me. I looked at it as like a paid vacation, room service type of thing because obviously, nothing really happened. I lost my taste and my smell, my smell and all that stuff.
Wow.
Just minor headaches, and just fatigue, just tired, like for 2 weeks. Other than that, I get out of it. I took advantage of it though, because I couldn't smell or taste shit, bro. They could have easily fed me dog shit, and I would be like,
and you wouldn't even know about it.
I wouldn't even know what the hell it was, So I took advantage. I was, you know what? I'm gonna fucking continue my diet. I'm gonna fucking eat extra healthy, like just bro, like things that I would never eat with my taste and smell.
Right.
So I was like, fuck it, I had 2 weeks of pure best food in the world. Obviously nasty shit, but good for you. So other than that, I got out of it. I'm like, fuck, I'm still positive. What the fuck, But I had no symptoms at all. I was working out. I was, obviously with precautions at my house, and obviously I have a gym at my house, so I work inside my house. I didn't go out there, any of that.
Right.
But the virus is real, man, and it's not like what they say. Oh, it's a little fucking cold, No, it's not. It's strong.
Mm-hmm.
If I felt the power of that. But obviously, I've been very healthy and thank God. And then, so I managed it really well. But yeah, man, it's not, for me, it was very easy. It was a vacation after the vacation.
Wow.
For me.
Yeah, I can tell you that. Yeah, I can confirm you that the virus is real because my girl works in the COVID unit.
Yeah.
So she deals with that shit mostly every day at work. And she takes very precautious shit. Like she can't text during her work. Like she has like 3 different masks besides the regular mask you get covered. She has another layer of a mask and another one, which is the N95 one, and then the shield thing. So yeah, she's like, and she works it, and she tells me like, "Yo, it's serious. It's real. Ain't no bull. How everybody say it's a hoax. Like, no, it's a real deal because
it's real."
People are literally coming over to her rehab center sick from the hospital. Like they need to rehab it, but they're with the COVID. So they're like social distance all around. And she takes the test every week nonstop.
Yeah, I just feel like, this situation, obviously there's ways to do things. And obviously this is the way they decided to do things with precautions. Obviously I'm not against it, I just feel like right now, the economy needs to reopen immediately.
Yeah.
And whoever is vulnerable needs to stay at home. You need to take care of your vulnerable people, but you cannot keep sinking this country and the world, because it's just, how many people you actually think, like there's been pandemics before. And obviously, what we're doing right now is there's a lot of ridiculous stuff happening, which, I wish we could get into depth because, we will have the entire day talking, we're going to have to just sit down over here and pop some beers and talk some more shit, because it will get crazy. And obviously I don't want to get trashed down the road. Oh yeah, Lucha this, Lucha that, fucking pandemic. No, pandemic, it is real. Virus is real. We need to take care of our older people. We need to take care of our people. However, my beliefs is that, if you don't feel safe, stay home.
Yeah.
If you're okay, You know, you need to continue doing your life, continue doing your business without so many restrictions, because, you know, our livelihood is trashed right now, is down the drain. And one of the hardest things, believe it or not, during my time when I had COVID, it was being alone, lonely. That was killer, bro. Being by yourself.
Tell me more about how you actually like quarantine yourself within your house, even though you got your family and your daughter around. Like, tell me more. Are they all safe, first of all?
Yeah, they're all safe, okay. Thank God. I basically came back from Mexico. I felt a little bit off, you know, like I felt like my body was something's going on, you know, like let me go check myself. I tested positive, immediately staying in my I have my house. I have my room, and I have now a studio completely full of, for just studio and office and my own bathroom. So the rest of the house is my daughter's room. I have another guest room, and I have the master.
Yeah.
So everybody was on the other side of the house, and I was on this side of the house. And then obviously, you know, I fucking Uber Eats 24/7. I got to put, what the fuck am I doing? You know, the first 2 days of it, I don't even taste food. Fuck that, you know. So I told my mom, hey, you know, I need this, and that, you know, like, you know, whatever, you know. So my mom and my dad, they actually took care of that situation. They helped me through it. It was a blessing, thanks to them, you know. Even though I was perfectly fine, but I didn't go out at all. I had to FaceTime my daughter. I had to FaceTime everybody. I had to basically, you know, one of the things is that if you have a master's degree in watching Netflix, you're good. If you have a master's degree in playing video games, you're good. If you have and if you make music or you DJ or you fucking, you know, work from home, you're good. It's not gonna be as hard. So that goes back to my point that if you are not that type, like especially the older people, you know, that they're not so savvy with technology and they don't even know how to use a remote control or cell phone, you know, they're gonna have it hard, because loneliness during COVID, like when you have the symptom, and, you know, not be able to smell, fatigue, and all, it's terrible. You know, loneliness during those period of time is just bad. It's just like, I was fucking frustrated. You know, I was like, what the fuck, man? I feel good. I want to get out, but I can't, because I don't want people. I don't want to be contagious to anybody. You know, it was just, that was my toughest thing during when I had COVID. Being alone, not being able to do shit. You know, quarantined in a fucking 2 rooms. You know, so that was for me. That was the toughest part.
That's hard. That's gotta be hard. And I had my family come over here to my apartment with my brother. So I had both my parents came over, and they stayed home, because they say in Puerto Rico is even worse. Puerto Rico is like literally the real definition of a lockdown, because here in Miami, at least you had the ability to like walk around with the dog, you know, wear a mask or something. Over there is like you can't even walk the dog. So and you cannot even go to any of the food places or the supermarket or even the pharmacy. Only in hospitals are the only reason. So they say like, nah, they'll shoot themselves in the foot if they stay over there. So they came over, and they stay over with me and my brother. And my brother actually stayed over at his best friend's house because he felt like it's too crowded. But even so, I can actually understand what you're trying to get to. But imagine how many families had to move in together without having the symptoms. And the way you actually went through, that must be even worse. The fact that you can't even have any contact with any of your family members directly.
Yeah, it's tough and it's difficult, you know, but in reality, man, I'm very blessed. It was I hate saying it like that because it's terrible, but for me it was very easy, you know. Obviously there was my tough moments of like, what the hell, you know, and I want to get out. I can't stand this place, you know. But yeah, thank God it's over for me. I don't even know you could get it again or not. I heard multiple things. I heard you could get it again. I heard you're already immune to it for a couple months. I don't even know.
For what I heard is that it all depends on your body. Just like anything, it all depends on your body how it reacts to it. So even though if you get it, maybe your body can already knows what to expect if you get it again, and you can reject it, or maybe your body can handle it the first time and can't handle the second time. So like it all depends on the body, you know.
It's a gamble. You still gotta take precautions regardless if you had it or not.
I agree, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. You know, it must be terrible, dude.
Yeah, thank God everything's good. You know, it wasn't as tough as but we're here.
Yeah, we're here, man. And for our listeners, COVID is real, guys. So stop fucking it around, okay? Because
wear your mask.
Yeah, please wear your mask. Wear your mask everywhere. I get heated. Now I get heated when people are near me and they don't have their mask. I look at this face like, yo, seriously, guys? Not only you're not doing social distancing, but you don't have your fucking mask? The fuck away from me.
Yeah, it's weird now, it's just a little weird. Like, when I'm around, mind you, the clubs are open, here in Miami. So I'm constantly there in my business, and people start drinking, they take off their masks, people get drunk,
they forgot.
You gotta take off your mask. However, it's get to a point that, random people you don't even know how to say hi to them, hug them, give them their hand, give them their fist. Girls are usually like, hey, how are you? Give a kiss in the cheek. You don't even know if you should do that or not. It's just a weird moment. You don't even know how to say hi to people now.
Yo.
So it's a funny scenario because, a lot of colleague DJs that I work with, I haven't seen them in months, almost years due to this bullshit. I'm like, should I hug you? Should I tap you? What do we do, man? I'm excited to see you, so it's just weird moments, man. And hopefully, like I said, this is over ASAP because we need to go back to our lives.
I agree.
That is key thing, man. We need to go back to our lives to be able to experience, again, those moments, man, because it's just tough.
Yeah.
A lot of people are suffering, man. They're suffering a lot because that change was way too drastic out of the blue.
Yeah, maybe in a way it's good, so that way we are prepared for the next one. Because it came out of left field when this shit happened. And and now that it did happen, now we know how to do it. The next time it does happen, we'll be like, all right, we know what to do. All right, lock down everybody. Let's go this shit again. Just get this over with and we could come back,
I agree with you, man. I think this was a test.
From Mother Nature, I say.
I think it worked for them. So now I'm pretty sure they're going to start working on some major shit. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hey.
Yeah.
There's that conspiracy things, I try to, just look at them, but I try to just keep it to myself, not to put it out there like that. Because, again, that's another subject, that people like, oh, you're into conspiracies, what the fuck, that's fake, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's go back to the music.
You and me, we could be spending hours and hours talking about conspiracy theories.
Man.
One of my major conspiracy theories is that I always believe that the government is corrupted as it is, and it's because I grew up in Puerto Rico, and as I grew up in Puerto Rico, I can actually see the government being corrupted, in your face. They don't even pretend to hide it at all. They just put it in your face we're stealing money. The police is corrupted. They'll fuck you up with ARs and shit and whatnot. It's like, what the fuck? So my biggest conspiracy theory is I always believe that it doesn't matter who's the president or who's the governor, who's our leader. I always believe there's somebody behind them doing their things, Keep saying that. Get the people riled up. Yeah. Keep doing that. So I always believe that that's a front man. The real people behind the actual power of the nation is a group of people or a board or something. That's my theory, man.
I agree, and I agree with you, bro. Like I said, we could spend days talking about this, and if you want to spend years, we can get Manny into this conversation. Manny, bro.
No,
my cousin. Done, bro.
Don't forget about it.
This guy does not give a fuck, man. This guy will fucking point fingers. He will start dropping names. Oh, fuck you, fuck this. I'm like, Manny, man? Oh, God, bro. You gotta see those.
Manny. Bro, I even remember when we used to do street promo together, and Manny will tell me all these theories. And I'm like,
oh, man.
And I'm like, whoa, okay.
You don't even want to know what's been this past 9 months with Manny, bro.
No.
Talking about everything from beginning to end.
I even remember the time where Manny tells me yo, all these dubstep producers are all satanic. They all do rituals. Just Manny, what the fuck? Manny, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like Skrillex. What do you think he's always got the sits on his brand? That's because he did some deal with the devil and he always puts on the music videos. Look at the red lips. It's all about the devil and shit like that. I'm like,
bro, I love Manny.
And you know what? You know what? It feels like Manny is like that type of guy that you need to smoke some weed to go on a trip and then understand what he's going through. I don't even have to smoke weed to go on that high note. I'm like, whoa.
Bro, like that's the perfect guy for you to take on road trips.
Yes.
That is it, man. So, Manny, if you hear this, bro, I love you. I miss you. I'll talk to you later. Hopefully, you give me more over your stories.
I love you, Manny. Man, if you're listening, yes, please, bro. I miss you a lot. It's been a while since we talked. And oh my God, I want him now in my show. Oh my God, that will never end. That's going to be one of those episodes that's never going to end with him. Like, I want you, Manny. I really want you. Now I'm pumped about it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, bro. Manny. Yeah, bro. So I actually want to go on with you with the whole club scene, because I know you're the head person to go through about all sets, and I know that you're in there, so I can actually give you more direct questions to say, like, what is really going on in the club scene now with all this shit.
It is a weird scenario again.
Mm-hmm.
However, we've been blessed. My business right now, I'm a partner at Treehouse Miami in Miami Beach. Been there for almost 3 years. After, I worked at Space, Hard Nightclub, Nocturnal, right. And obviously, I own a festival, Forbidden Kingdom, which is recently we got in business with Insomniac, which is something humongous for us.
Yo, congratulations on that, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So in the festival world, obviously, as you know, things are completely stopped because, it's just massive, massive gatherings, and not knowing where this is going to take us, so, there's obviously no way for us to do festivals at the moment.
Right.
There's a lot of festivals out there trying to announce dates for 2022, including ours. However, I'm very optimistic with everything that is happening with the vaccine and whatever, whatnot, it's just being honest, man, it's going to be the tough one, I don't want to say no, but like, it's just, we get it. That's why I said it's a light at the end of the tunnel. And I wish I will say, yes, all festivals for 2021 are going to happen. It's going to be a close call, but hopefully, we manage through the next couple months. And because, man, I would love to see every festival happen, man. I see there's a lot of businesses out there that, people that live with it, like bartenders, club promoters, right. Talent buyers, DJs themselves, light guys, effects, dancers, all kind of stuff, like production teams, just the hospitality business have taken a humongous toll when it comes to, this situation. So I'm very hopeful that happens, that comes back to normal as soon as possible. People are eager for that, so yeah, I'm excited. So when it comes to the club scene, especially right now in Miami, we're pretty much one of the few cities in the world that it's open. And it's very controversial, but like I said before, this is very a political thing,
Yeah.
Thank DeSantis. I love you, bro. It wasn't for you, man. I would be probably, I don't even know where, man. I mean, I would have run out of fucking all my savings. But thank you for opening up Florida. We try to do our best to keep it safe when it comes to our operations. Obviously, masks are required. We do temperature checks when they come in. We have sanitation stations, throughout the venue for people to just, clean their hands. Our DJ booth at Treehouse is being covered with plexiglass. Obviously, we don't allow any smoking inside the venue. When, we, by law, we are allowed to have a dance floor as long as we have as long as they have the mask.
Right.
However, very honest, I'm not going to come and BS you, and people kill me for saying these things. It's very difficult to contain people with wearing their mask. Once they start drinking,
it's game over.
They lose their mask, they just forget to put it back on, because it just, I guess Floridians, man, it's a weird species, all of us.
Hey, babe.
And we tend not to listen, we have a very difficult time to,
stubbornness
to follow guidelines, but
we
try to enforce as much as we can. We have limited capacity. And man, it's just, that's what we've been doing since early October, since the first week of October until right now. Okay. And it's just becoming a is the momentum's picking up, like for all of us, and I'm excited for it because this entire time has given a lot of time to think, and to regroup for all of us to be able to execute a better system when it comes to, getting the shows out, because before, Miami in general, people have been very spoiled and they've taken a lot of these things for granted.
Yeah.
And like they don't, oh no, I'm not going to buy a ticket for that. Fuck that, blah, blah, blah. Now, dude, you want this more than anything else because you don't want to be home no more. You're tired of it. You're already, these restrictions is killing you, So people go there, they respectfully buy their own tickets, and obviously us as a venue, we're a weekly venue. We have shows every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So we try to keep it very affordable, like $20 to get in and all that stuff, like we do some free before 7 p.m. because our new curfew it's obviously, our new hours are from 6 p.m. until midnight. That's the club operation hours right now.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, we've been doing this since beginning of October. However, there's a lot of individuals out there which I obviously do not support that have been doing illegal events.
Preach.
Illegal events, obviously regular hours until carrying on to after hours and not giving a fuck about other businesses because they're doing, they're just basically coming up,
They're
which
going
it's
YOLO.
okay. I respect
They're going
your
YOLO
hustle,
on
but
this,
at the same time, the way I look at things is, you put in other legitimate businesses that are following these guidelines out of business because you're pushing, you are breaking the restrictions by doing things on your own, and this is only going to affect
everyone.
This is only going to affect us at the long run. Because that means you don't give a fuck about the restrictions. So what happens if down the road something goes bad in one of your events or it's illegally done, and this backfire us into the people that are doing things legally with establishments like ours, and it affects us. So I feel like, this is the time for us to do things the right way, legally, and try to follow all restrictions as far as you can, especially curfew and capacity issues, because it's just, we want to open full capacity, and obviously with our regular hours. But if we keep breaking the law, obviously, there's gonna be like, it's like a child, you keep getting, you keep being, you keep doing bad things, they're not gonna give you, hey, here's your, your reward, go ahead, they're gonna keep spanking you,
Yeah, they're gonna keep grounding you.
I feel like we have to tighten up a little bit when it comes with as far as restrictions and on all these illegal activities, and for us to be able to settle into like a good system, and then obviously little by little start giving us a little more leadway when it comes to hours, when it comes to capacity, because we're running right now at 50% capacity, plus we have to shut down at 12, that's what we've been doing, and we already got used to it. However, obviously we want our regular hours, because what is the difference for us to operate from 6 to 12 than to 12 to 5? What is it? Does it COVID attacks at night? What is this? It doesn't make any sense. So again, it's just going back to the political situation, which it's kind of whack. But that's what we're doing in the music industry as far as Miami with our venue. And yeah, man. It's just we riding it out, man, day by day. We don't know what could happen tomorrow, what could happen tonight, but day by day, we don't know. We don't have any certainties of shit,
I wanted to go with you on certain things that you mentioned, because one of the major things that you did say was those illegal parties. Yeah, if they continue to do it, it's gonna affect you guys all around. It's gonna screw you guys in the ass, and then later on, the government's like, why? If you guys can follow the rules, what should we give everybody? It's like, no, don't punish us, punish them. It's like, no, it's basically, one does something, everybody gets punished, just like a typical classroom. It's like, fulano hizo esto, ahora todo mundo está castigado. Same, like,
yeah, brother. It's like I said, it's weird times, and we're just trying to make the best out of it, legally. We're trying to respect as much as we can everything that it's on our table, However, I do believe that this curfew situation is absurd due to the fact that, hey, what is the difference between 6 to 12 and 12 to 5? I went to Walmart not too long ago, And Walmart is usually 24 hours. And I went there around 12:05, 12:15. I'm like, oh, we're closed. Why? Oh, because of COVID. And I'm like, what the fuck does COVID have to do with you opening up from fucking 5 to 12 to 5? You know, I need to get some shit to fucking hang my clothes, you know, like,
yo, but
it's just for COVID. I'm like, what, there's a COVID attack at night? Is that what it is? It's like,
yo, but that's actually a good point, because I actually never thought about it on that perspective. Like, that's very good. And why? Like, what is it more because of the control? Like, we're trying to contain this shit as much as can. We're trying to control people, making sure. Maybe it is. Man. Maybe it's a political thing. Maybe it's a control thing. But I didn't thought about that in that perspective. Maybe it's safety issues, I guess. But it really doesn't matter it really doesn't matter, because you can get COVID as much as at nighttime as much as at daytime. So
exactly.
It's just with the people that you're with, you know.
Exactly. You know. And just like travel on a plane, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It's recycled air right there.
It's insane.
Yeah. So I wanted those cancel. I want to touch you. Have you heard about the Wharf?
The Wharf, yes.
So you
my
know,
boy's one of the partners, Emmy Guerra.
Oh yeah, the one in Fort Lauderdale or the one in Miami?
On both.
Oh, on both.
Yeah, he's I believe he's the owner of both. He's a partner of both Wharfs.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you already heard what happened to them then.
I heard a little bit of it. I didn't read the whole entire story, but I mean, it's just kind of messed up. You know, you talking about the cancel culture?
Cancel culture. Whoa, what happened to them?
No. I'm talking about, you know, I don't know what was the exact question.
Okay, so so what I was trying to get to is putting the example of, you know, of places that are doing things illegally and putting people at full capacity. Unfortunately, the Wharf happened to be one of them that were putting at full capacity as much as they can, and you see everybody without mask, like not and no social distancing. It was like literally like right here, like if you were going on a regular club like that. The way I know is because one of the DJs that was performing, DJ Fielo, which I told him that was a stupid thing to do, whether he was there participating, DJing, or recording. He actually put that on his story, and he's the DJ of the Miami Marlins. And he might actually lost that gig with the Marlins because he actually recorded, like put on his story saying like, oh yeah, the Wharf, we're back in business. Bro, you see everybody without a mask. Everybody's without practicing social distancing. Nobody was giving a fuck. Everybody was like this. The bar was slammed. All the bartenders were all covered up, protected and everything, but the bar was just slammed. Everybody was just pushing each other out like it was a regular day. That's what I saw. And then that's where 2 days later, Wharf got shut down completely. Like by the city's code compliance and everything. And CDC came down. I heard that they got fines out of it. I was like, wow. See, this is exactly what you should have not done, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I have big feelings on those things, you know?
Okay.
Obviously
talk to me.
Respecting, obviously, everybody's beliefs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you expect when you go to a bar with food and drinks and all that stuff, you know? It's just like, what do you expect? How do you practice social distancing going to a bar with a person next to each other, like trying to get a drink, you know? And like it's just, it's common sense, you know? Like, if you're going to be complaining about it, you know, don't go, you know, because the way I see these things happen, this situation has happened because somebody like decided to be a dick about it and report this with other people, you know, like, bro, this is a business, you know, like, why is it Walmart or fucking, you know, like, how many people grab their milk,
and then put it back,
and they put it back. Oh no, I don't want this one. I want this one. Or, you know, how many people, you know, like, it's just, you know, it's just at the end of the day, we need to like snap out of this BS, you know. And if you're not there, you know, don't need to go bash another business because they're doing what they're doing. At the end of the day, they're gonna figure it out. You know, the people that are going there, they're gonna figure it out, even if they get sick or whatever the situation is, you know. But let just people need to stay out of people's business. This is the way I just think of it. You know, like, yes, they should have probably followed. You know, I to be honest, I didn't see those pictures. I did read a little bit about the article, you know. I just and obviously I didn't see none of those pictures. I don't know the entire story, and I obviously, you know, and even if I knew about it, obviously this is somebody that I worked in the past, and obviously I wish him the best, and hopefully this things ends for them, they open back up because they have a great business model, and I admire him. He's been a huge role model to everything that I've done in the past. So, but whatever they did, obviously, everything has its repercussions, So, in my honest opinion, I just think that, it's very difficult, man. Like I told you earlier, to control the masses, when it comes to entertainment, it's very difficult, But it doesn't mean it's impossible. But the situation is, it's just like you can't control the fact that people are being restricted to do what they usually do in their livelihood, and you have to snap out of it, like if you are, for example, worried about what's going to happen, stay home and stay out of people's business. That's just my belief, man. Like if I didn't like, what, the legal parties and all that stuff, like fuck it,
mind your business.
Have to say something because, if it's illegal, it's something different, but at the end of the day, they were allowed to open. They were allowed to, run it. But they have to go through a certain protocol to be able to open. If not, they would have done that. If they failed to do that, again, I don't know the entire story, but it's just the most of the situation has been because there's always a third person saying, hey, this and that, pointing fingers, something that I call it the snitch.
Boy, we live in a world that we see a lot of people like that, bro.
Yeah, man, it's just messed up.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, man. We've dealt a lot of those people when we used to work together.
Oh, it always happens, bro. People are jealous, just jealous people, and jealousy is something that. And I'll be honest with you. I had people talking lots of shit about you while I was still working at you. And one of the things that they always tell me about is the same thing. Keep in mind, oh, he's a snitch. He's an asshole. Like, oh, era un cabrón. And I'm like, okay, guys, like I work with the guy. Like I don't mind. Happens, bro.
I don't mind. But here, I don't mind that you're talking bad about him, but yeah, just don't do it in front of me because I still work with that guy. And then at the same time, I kind of I'm trying to understand why they're talking like that while I'm still working with you. And then I look at it, I'm like, he's not even close to having the shit that people are talking about you. Like I work with you, like I was next to you. Like we worked
side by side for a long time,
Yeah,
but
like
there's a thing that that I always say. People always going to assume because they don't know you, and they're always going to have that battle inside of them because sometimes they want to, do the things that you do, or be in a position that you are, or will do. It's just there's several things. You got to put it this way. But I'm gonna give you a perfect scenario. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, right?
Yeah,
these guys are mega superstars, right?
Right.
But you could ask any Lionel Messi fan, and they're gonna talk the most shit about fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. He's a fucking conceited piece of shit. Blah 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 blah.
And then the same thing with Messi.
He thinks he's a fucking pretty boy, but
yeah.
But it is what, people that actually know him, have actually come out, this guy's a huge gentleman, like blah, like they only speak positive about it because they're close to them people. So I think, one of the things, sometimes I come out as an asshole because, like I've been very protective of what I've done, again, just like anybody is in any kind of business, they've been screwed up plenty of times.
Yeah.
I've been screwed up by a shitload of people, and obviously I'm here today. I'm happy where I'm at, obviously, with more aspirations, more goals, and obviously more dreams. But I mean, I've come across people, I thought you were a fucking asshole, you know what I mean? Number one thing is, like I can't see from too far, so usually my face expression is like, what the fuck, like I'm looking at you like, it's not because I have like a fuck you asshole face. It's just I just can't see from far, bro. I don't know who you are. I had an issue yesterday, by the way. I was at the venue. At the club, and my boy, he's a very well-known DJ here, Patrick M. He's a good friend. Bro. I love that guy. And then he went and he said hi to me and he from far, and I'm looking at what the fuck is that? Like, mind you, I have a picture of Patrick M. Like he was way bigger, like I saw this guy looking in phenomenal shape and like short hair, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this? And obviously he has a mask,
Yeah.
So it's even worse how to recognize people now, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, he's probably coming at me like, yo, he's a fucking asshole, you know? Like, oh my God, bro. Obviously, no fucks given. I hugged the guy. Fuck COVID. I almost made out with him because I love him. He's a great guy. However, you know, like, it's just, you got to know people, man. Like, you can't just come on and say, oh, yeah, that guy's a fucking dick. He's an asshole. You know, he's blah, blah, blah. He's just niche. Like, it's just, people just have their own ways of doing things, you know, saying things. But unfortunately, in anything that you do, you're always going to have haters.
Absolutely.
Even if it's a DJ, you're always going to have haters. You probably have a hater right now because, you know what? Fuck this podcast. Fuck this. I want to do this. So I'm going to do it. Always happens, bro. Whatever you do, you're always going to have a hater somewhere because you can't be successful without creating, people, upset along the ways.
I agree. As I was coming out as my first show with you on the Jello Claw, Life in Color, I started to have hate from people that I don't even know. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And then started to have hate from people that I know and start talking shit behind my back. And I'm like, seriously, dude? Like, all I've done is help you progress yourself a little bit with me. I like, this is supposed to be my show and I help you along with it, and now you're talking shit behind my back?
Yeah, bro. It happens, brother. And one of the key things that I always tell my dad, and because my dad is the nicest fucking guy in the world,
Oh, your dad is amazing.
My dad, and I tell my dad, look, man, and obviously, he grew into his entire life has been in Colombia. He has that Colombian mentality. And obviously over here, I grew up over here. And I actually learned a lot through all my mistakes and shit, I'm very happy, like I said, where I'm at. And so I told him, look, like one of the things that has helped me, to accomplish a lot of the goals that I've got is because, sometimes you have to be a dick. You have to be an asshole.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Why? Because at the end of the day, it's you or it's them.
Yeah.
And obviously them, they're not going to cover your bills. They're not going to take care of you. They're not going to do any of your shit.
They don't give a shit about you at all.
This country has taught you to, to be a different person like you were before. So you have to, at a certain extent, like obviously, like if you're if you run a business, like you could be a boss, you could be a leader, you could be whatever the fuck you want, So obviously, you have to know how to communicate these things, and in a way that you don't come across as an asshole, But sometimes, like there's a lot of sensitive people that need to be carried all around, holding their hand, babysitting them, and obviously you don't need those people in your business because they're only going to drag you down. You have to be able to have people that are going to understand. They're going to see through the bullshit and they're going to basically take shit like, like how it is, like you got to be able to like take it like a man, like, yo, move forward. We're cool. When we're working, we're good. We get things done. Move on. When we're having fun. It's that simple. You got to separate business, pleasure, and obviously friendship and shit, so.
I agree, man. I've never touched the industry per se. So when I moved here to Miami, I kind of saw like the ugly truth of it. I learned a lot from you, actually. I learned a lot. I followed your lead in all the way because like you said before, like there's so many people that are snitches. There's so many people that are shady as fuck. There's so many people that are little crybabies. And I see you dealing with that bullshit all around. And as it's happening to you, I learn from it because it's like, wow, I never thought it was this ugly. Man. And when I started to do my own fitness, it's like, wow, I never knew how hard and how backstabbing people really are with all this shit.
It gets ugly, man. And obviously, you just got to understand that today you're here, tomorrow you don't know where you're going to be, so you have to always look out for yourself. And obviously your circle, it always has to be very tight, like, and unfortunately, friends, bro, you can always count with one hand and you're probably going to have fingers left over, without kind of, so.
And I do.
Be able to know you got to associate with and always associate with honest people that you can trust because out there, bro, there's nothing, man. There's a lot of
snakes, unfortunately.
The word, man.
And that's something I try to touch up in my podcast. I always try to like the whole reason I built the podcast is to share my experience. I want to let everybody know like this is what I went through. This is all the crap I had to go through. This is all the stops I did, and this is all the stuff that's happening, that has happened. I always try to shed the light on the ugly truth of the industry because, it's more of a like, are you ready for this? If you're ready for this, be prepared to deal with all this, because this is what's going to happen, And I also, an episode I covered up, like, like if you want to be a promoter, that go be a promoter. If this is the way, go for it. But if you want to be a musician, if you want to be a music producer, like just stick with that. Don't do two things at the same time because one may succeed than the other, or you may fall on the other. And it's not because I'm trying to take away anything from being a promoter, because I have no regrets of being a promoter. In fact, if anything that I actually am grateful that I became a promoter, especially with you, because I learned so much in this industry that I can do my own path and then decide what I want to do. And then I try to clear the way for others, say, hey guys, these are the routes. Choose which route you want to take, Yeah. And regardless, you're still gonna meet people that are like that, and you try to be good, You're not trying to be an asshole. You're not trying to be a fucking douchebag or anything. You try to be the best because you're trying to build a business, and you want your business to succeed as much as others. But I wish there's like a way in which we can actually like I have a monitor or a detection sensor saying like, this guy's gonna stab you, because business will be a whole lot smoother.
Yeah, of course.
I want to actually cover you with some of the topics that I got right here that I know I shared with you. One of the things I want to start off with you, because we actually went on a rabbit hole, a lot of things, and I like it. I love it, man. And I want to keep with that flow going. But I want to actually touch some of these stuff, because I want my listeners to know who you really are. Who is Luccio, And, the first things first is easy. Like, what is it that got you into this business to begin with?
Well, going back to day one, back in the day in Colombia, there was this CDs called Trance Factory. Ooh. And it was with, I wish I had the picture, man. It's like a little happy face with some sunglasses it was just weird. It was a weird cover, got my attention. It was actually not even CDs. It was cassettes. Let me make that clear. Cassettes.
Oh.
So whatever, I got that cassette, and there was this track called, it's called True on Her. Like it was so cheesy. So cheesy. And it also had oh man, I forgot the name of this, bro. You got me on that one, but it was very long ago. It wasn't even here in the United States. It was in Colombia. So whatever, like I got into it, I came over here. Obviously, I was a huge fan of Tiesto, Paul Fold.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at videos online from all of them, and yeah, man, I mean, the rest was just I like that, it was pretty cool, this is early 2000, but like 1999, 2000, So back then, obviously, it was downloading music from Napster, like,
damn.
So Napster, bro, that's fucking
Napster.
Way, Then I got over here. Then I was in Power 96. They used to have a show called The Late Night Laboratory by George Alvarado. Imagine, bro, George's still out there.
I didn't know you were into Power 96.
Well, they used to have Power 96. They used to have an electronic music show at the like really late, and that's how I discovered Global DJ Broadcast. That's how I discovered, Then 93.1 came out, which it was, that's when I started like my early, DJ stages as far as 2001, 2002, I started, like with a Newmark DJ set in my room. Then I started going to check to see Paul Van Dyke, Tiesto. So I became a huge fan of the music. I fell in love with the music. And I started DJing from my school, I DJ from middle school and early high school, started DJing from my friend's house. And obviously, back then I needed to play everything to keep people happy, but when it comes to electronic music, that was my favorite hour, just to fucking play all the fucking music I always wanted to play. What else? And then, so yeah, man, I started there. Things got leading to other things. I met some promoters. They recruited me to start playing these all ages events, and met, obviously, this guy that unfortunately, he had committed a very, very bad crime, which I will not get into it.
No.
It's very sensitive.
Don't need to involve. I don't want to be.
Yeah, man. So, but unfortunately that happened, but he actually gave me the first opportunity to, to play at a venue. So things started going the right way. I met the people doing these type of shows. I started moving up with, older audience. And so I started different audience, different venues. And yeah, I started, getting involved more with the nightlife scene. And obviously I knew that, promotion was going to be a key factor when it comes to, getting gigs, So obviously, okay, cool, no problem, yeah, I invite all my friends, because if I'm going to be playing, bro, regardless if you're an artist or not an artist, promotions are very important, because like how you as an artist that you in a show that you're playing, right? You're not gonna push that show. How are you gonna get your friends to come out there and support you at a club or a festival or event? Like you need to get your word out there. That you're playing there, that you're gonna perform, they're gonna, so they can come and see you, buy a ticket, you make your money. You take care of the business, they take care of you. They see you, that you pull in audiences to go see you play. They're gonna keep booking you. Like fuck yeah. So I in high school I started, invited all my friends, got my best friend, yo, I got these tickets, why don't you just sell them, make this money, and then obviously, you're gonna get into the event for free, So I became, that point of contact in high school, and I started, recruiting guys in my school, to kind of, hey, I'm gonna be playing, if you want to make some extra cash, the party's gonna be super sick. It's gonna be at I don't know, it was back then it was a Madhouse, Pawn Shop, Club Space. What other venues we used to do? We used to do a lot of venues, man. Unfortunately, a lot of those venues they're done. So long story short, and that led into, into more business driven career when it came to, all right, cool, I'm making money out of this. This is awesome, So one of my biggest breaks on what happened was that I did a show at Space, and there was obviously, again, politics within the industry. Right, oh, you cannot play for this guy because, if you're gonna play for this guy, I will never put you to play at Club Space. And because and obviously Space is a legendary venue. It's a venue that it's like everybody's first love, like, Space was my first love. I played there for many years. I was one of the residents for many years. But before that, obviously it was a dream for myself, So, hey, you will play here. You will open up for, I believe it was Oscar or Cedric. I don't remember. So you cannot play for that guy, because if you play for that guy, you're not going to play the show. Like, fuck, man. All right, fuck it. Whatever, it is what it is, So I'll just pick one side of, because obviously I didn't know the politic game. I just wanted to play.
Exactly.
Right? I didn't care about, whatever. I didn't know any of that. But then obviously when I picked that side, I saw the dirty side of the business. I saw like, who's fucking each other up, like, oh shit, this is a very cutthroat business. This is crazy. Obviously, I need to protect myself now, So whatever, that show, I made really good money. I remember that, I got home with I made like so much back. Mind you, I was like 18, 17 years old. And I actually 16, 17, I think it was 16 or turning 17. I was like finishing high school.
Wow.
And bro, I made like $5,000 on a show. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Wow. And I came to my mom, look, I got paid. Like, she was like, where do you get that from? Like, mom, look at this. Like, so that was the breakthrough of like, I started seeing, holy shit, I can make this kind of money, like, on a show. Like, wow.
Right.
So then there's a switch went on. And obviously, the rest was just history. I started recruiting people from every major school. The universities. I started having a team of like 100 promoters. We were selling out every show. We were putting 2,000, 3,000 kids in venues. It was just a madhouse. It was crazy. So obviously I started learning from a lot of these guys, to get more, I was getting more knowledge, obviously getting the graphic designs done on time, printing flyers, printing posters, things that we did also for Life in Color, but that's became after, right? So they saw that I was doing a good job, and then they did a research on like people on the scene, so they picked me, so Life in Color hit me up, hey, would you be interested in playing for Dayglow back then,
That's when you met Paul Campbell and became part of committee events.
Exactly. So they put me on for the first Dayglow at Space, and I had a show at Nocturnal the same night, which it was my show. So look, I have a show. This is my party. But I mean, I could go DJ them. So I sold them like a good 70 tickets. Like even though I wasn't super involved with them. So, but they were really happy. They called me back for the second round of Dayglow. So they offered me, look, I would like to get you fully on board, fully involved. So I'll give you a percentage of the party. So they gave me a percentage of the party. That party, bro, I sold them like 1,700 tickets, bro. It was outrageous, man. It was outrageous. That was the breakthrough of like, all right, cool. This is like some real shit, So the rest is just history. I started working with them and then working with Space directly with for the 21 and over shows, with like the pool parties. Like this was like 2007, 2006. I stopped working with Life in Code for like 4 years. Then they came back, and they were basically done with school in Tallahassee. So they wanted to have their office here in Miami. They wanted to take Miami basically. So I started working with them heavily. And the rest was just history, man. I learned a lot from those guys, from Paul, from Sebastian, and then I created some good relationships from there. And then thanks to a lot of those relationships that I created, I was able to build my own thing, 2015, it was a good, I'll say 5 years that I stayed with them. And then after my 5th year, I decided to part ways on my own to do just my own stuff with my business partner, Pepe.
That's around the time that I left, right? It was like 2016 or something like that. That's when you guys stopped.
Yeah, we stopped. We were already stopping, but we were just introducing Apex.
Yeah,
well, this is my brand, and then obviously our plans was to build a festival. So Pepe was in charge of building the festival. I was helping him with some promotions in there.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, and this whole entire process, I've been DJing and I've been making music, but not as full time as I would have wanted to, because there was a lot of things happening all at once, So that happened. We built my new company. Thankfully, everything's been successful, and the rest was just history, man. It just took off, But I've always been a huge fan when it comes to, that's how it got me involved. The love for the music, And if you can make a living out of it, it gives you more of a drive, for things, There's a thing, man, that you say that, if you find something that you love, if you find a job that you love, that'll be the last day you ever work,
I agree.
And I wake up every day and I love what I do, and I love working with the people that I work with, because if you have a good work environment, it just makes things a lot easier, man. It's just like you don't have to, stress yourself about, little things like this and that, whatever, So with that being said, man, I mean, that was like a short version of the entire history of things, what got me into it, But if I have to pick one thing that got me into it, I have to say trance music, my first love, So
and you've worked with some of the greatest trance artists in the world. Like that says a lot. Like it's not that you work with it, it's the fact that, man, I was honored and privileged to be with these people in the same room and have conversations and just enjoy music in general.
Yeah, man. I've been blessed to work with a lot of these guys, and these guys are obviously, sometimes I pinch myself, this is real,
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just because it just, obviously, I still got a long way to go when it comes to music and when it comes to my business, it's like you never stop, but like to be able to build this relationship with a lot of guys that you look up to, that you got introduced to them via a video online. And now you're actually having a face-to-face conversation, having dinner with them, exchanging phone numbers, texting each other. Hey, how you been? Especially through this pandemic,
Yeah.
Like we kept in touch with a lot of the guys, just to check on them, because there's a lot of people, they believe it or not, that they're in worse situations than you are because of, their country are like you said it yourself, in extreme lockdowns, and obviously, these guys live on day to day or gig by gigs, So actually, you build bonds with a lot of these people. And yeah, man, it's been a blessing, to be honest, to be able to work with a lot of these legends and and artists that you look up to. So, and it comes to everybody, not just, my scene, the trance, techno, progressive. It's just like a lot of dubstep guys, that, they're really good, entrepreneurs, artists, that it's a blessing to work with a lot of these guys, So.
I agree. And that's one of the things that got me. Got me sad with some of my homies because their basic income comes from touring. And once that lockdown started, like, I always keep an eye on some of my dubstep homies. Like most importantly, my homies, Mode Steps. Shout out to those guys, Josh and Pat. Those guys mentor me a little bit and show me the ropes, and I keep in touch with them. Those guys are amazing. Company, Wooly, Adair, like even my closest friend Nitty Gritty. Like those guys, like it saddened me the fact that like that's the only income because I've talked about this before. When you're a music producer or a DJ, however you want to label yourself, your main income comes from touring and DJing. It doesn't come from music. Like music only gives you it was like pennies per stream per view or something like that, and then you don't get that actual money. You get that money a year after it's released, and then you have to divide all that money with the label, with the reps and everything, and you end up getting yourself a $300 check. So
Correct.
so like I always check them out and ask them like, yo, like you good guys? You good? Like you need anything? Like you want to stay over or you need something? They're always okay, man. But it saddened me the fact that this whole pandemic shit and then their business got like cut off and it had to be hard for them.
Of course, of course.